The Belmont Stakes is right around the corner, and we are at Empire City Casino and Yonkers Raceway. We'll be talking to some experts in the racing industry, some jockeys, analysts. They're going to give us their predictions and their thoughts on jockey Calvin Borel.
Hi, Anthony Stabile, VegasInsider.com. In this Saturday's Belmont Stakes, I like Dunkirk. Though he ran poorly in the Kentucky Derby, I don't think he liked the racetrack down at Churchill Downs, and I think he'll run much better here at Belmont. He should work out a good trip behind some of the early speed horses and make the lead turning for home. As far as Calvin Borel and his chance to be the first jockey to ever win the Triple Crown on two different horses, I think he's going to have a tough time Saturday because the pace is going to be a little slower than it has been in the past two races, and I think he's going to keep this horse a little closer, and he'll be a little less effective than he's been in both the Derby and the Preakness.
Hi, I'm Richard Migliore. I've been a jockey in New York for the last 29 years. In the Belmont Stakes on Saturday, I really like a horse called Charitable Man. He's undefeated at Belmont. In fact, the only bad race he's ever run was on a synthetic surface. He's been training spectacularly. I've seen him every morning for the last 2 weeks, and I think he has the race at his mercy pace-wise. I think it's going to be a slow pace, and I think he dictates from start to finish. Calvin Borel's quest to be the first jockey to ever win the Triple Crown in history on different horses is an amazing story in itself, and I think it would be a good story for racing and draw more attention to the matadors of the sport of kings, the jockeys. So I'm rooting for Calvin as well.
Marc Malusis from SNY and WFAN here in New York. I like Charitable Man on Saturday. I think he's either going to be alone on the lead or just off the pace. Kieran McLaughlin is very confident going into the race, won the Peter Pan a month ago, impressive victory there. So I think Charitable Man gets first run, and I like Dunkirk to run up for second. As far as Calvin Borel goes, listen, he has a right to be confident going into the race on Saturday. He won the Derby, he won the Preakness with Rachel Alexandra. I just think Mind That Bird's running style is going to haunt him come Saturday. I have him lugging up for third.
I'm John DaSilva for the New York Post. In the Belmont Stakes, I do like Calvin Borel. I Mind That Bird. I think he's a terrific jockey, but unfortunately, I think he will not get the Calvin Triple this year because my top choice will be Chocolate Candy.
Hi, my name's Ed McNamara. I write about horse racing for Newsday, and I think Dunkirk is going to win the Belmont Stakes on Saturday. I'm the author of a book called Cajun Racing, which is a history of Louisiana racing. It's got a chapter about Calvin Borel in there. I went down there. I made like 3 trips to Louisiana a few years ago, and I met many of Borel's mentors and family members, and they told me a lot of funny stories, and so did dozens of other people, and I think you'd get a kick out of reading it.
This is Lucas Marquardt from the Thoroughbred Daily News. Saturday's Belmont, I believe, is Dunkirk's race to lose. He's a colt by Unbridled Song. On his dam side, he's got a pedigree that screams out 12 furlongs, a mile and a half, which this race is. And he's a horse with a lot of promise. He showed it earlier in the year when he ran on for second in the Florida Derby. Didn't run that well in the Kentucky Derby, but I think he's going to rebound here and run a big race for Todd Pletcher. John Velasquez will ride him, and it should be an interesting race to watch. As for the Mind That Bird folks, it's been a great trip for him, but I think it comes to an end this Saturday. But as far as Calvin Borel is a great rider, and if anybody deserves to win a Triple Crown, jockey Triple Crown, it's him. So good luck to everybody, and should be fun to watch.
Vic Zeagle with the New York Daily News. I'm looking forward to this Belmont because I think Mind That Bird will show us again what a terrific horse he is, and Calvin Borel is the rider who fits him perfectly. So I think they'll win it. I really do.
I'm Crystal Hart reporting from Empire City Casino and Yonkers Raceway.